The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. Q101 WKQX. WKQX HD1 Chicago. A Cumulus media station.
Now is your chance to GTFO with a shot at a $100 Visa gift card and be qualified for a trip for two to see a hot band in a warm weather climate. GTFO. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
All right, so it's switched over now to Fall Out Boy in Los Angeles. It was Blink in Miami last week, and we'll draw that winner later on in the show. We'll call the winner in the 9 o'clock hour. So if you qualified, be listening in the 9 o'clock hour to see if you're going to see Blink in Miami. But right now, if you haven't qualified, you don't even know, you can still qualify again, no matter what. Text in DANCE to 312-591-8300. DANCE, D-A-N-C-E, to 312-591-8300. So this is your chance to get the Fall Out Boy in L.A., $100 just for qualifying, and you will see Fall Out Boy the whole trip in Los Angeles.
Be warm while you see Fall Out Boy.
Good
oh my gosh.
Lord, it'll be amazing. And a good L.A. trip sponsored by our great friends at Bettenhausen Automotive, and of course from Brian and Kenzie here on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, before we get to Kenzie's pick results, the Bears making a lot of moves this morning. It looks like they are going to get the offensive coordinator from the Seattle Seahawks, Shane Warden, as their new offensive coordinator.
Warden is the last name?
Warden, yes.
Well, he's probably strict, huh? No.
That's what they say about him.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, get your playbook and go see the Warden. Didn't do so well in the last game.
How stressful.
So he was there the last 3 years in Seattle, so he was there, I guess, at the tail end of Russell Wilson. And then, of course, under Pete Carroll all those years, a highly sought-after guy. Again, we talked about Cliff Kingsbury being interviewed, and he's a guy that coached the guy they might want for the number one overall pick, Caleb Williams. I thought that would be pretty interesting, but maybe not. You never know with these things. These interviews always come up, and then they say they got him, and then they don't, and we'll see what happens. But it looks like it's pretty close. I've seen people saying it's already locked, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything from the Bears themselves yet, so we'll see what happens. So there you go. New offensive coordinator. Yay.
Exciting times.
Well, especially after the games this weekend that were out of control, and it looks like at times when you watch those games that they're playing a different sport than the Bears.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm like, wow.
Like, oh, we're not doing that.
Wait, these quarterbacks can do this? And the defense can do this?
Those quarterbacks can do this and that? Oh, my God.
Holy cow.
It's like a Dr. Seuss book.
All right, so let's go through the picks that Kenzie made based on her own personal opinions, not football data, on who was going to win the
That's
game.
not true. I have a pool of football knowledge.
I didn't say you didn't know anything. I'm just saying your reasons didn't seem to be football-based.
They were super football-based. All the picks were based on football.
Is that right? Okay, well, let's go through them and we'll see what you did. So we'll start with Texans-Ravens, which was the first game of the weekend. And you picked the Ravens. Why?
I picked the Ravens because apparently when I picked the Texans last week, that was like a big shock and they got lucky to make it that far. So I'm like, well, then, and then like Edgar Allan Poe, you know what I mean? Be repping the Ravens.
He be repping.
Yeah.
Kind of iconic. Not a big deal.
And his ghost certainly did. There was a big spread in that game, 9.5, and the Ravens beat it. So 34-10, the Ravens win, and Kenzie won on that pick.
And have you ever seen Angels in the Outfield?
Yeah, of course.
That's kind of how the Baltimore Ravens work. It's Edgar Allan Poe and he's waving his arms. and the quarterback works through him.
Just so you know, going forward, when Kenzie makes her picks on Friday for the championship games, think about that one with the Ravens. As we'll get to the next game, Packers at 49ers. Also a big spread in that game, Packers plus 10. And Kenzie, you took?
I said the Packers.
Because
like they are so ready to harass even more cheerleaders. It was their favorite thing. They love it.
I love loving this football and analytics and analysis.
It's true. It fuels them. Motivation is a big thing, Brian. So whatever motivates.
Hey, whatever gets you to the finish line,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. And I would like to point out that a couple people were very mean to me about this one.
Oh, that's too
and
bad.
said that I smoke crack. And
Wait, before you continue. Do you smoke crack?
Not since I've been pregnant. And I think that's really an important side note. So obviously it didn't happen during these picks. And I just thought that was super rude because the game was very, very, very close. So maybe get some of the crack you think I'm on because Brian still won money based off what I said because of the spread.
I did.
I don't understand how the spread works, but apparently you can win money on it even when you're drunk.
Well, it was
So suck on that.
So the Packers lost 21-24, but it was plus 10, meaning it was really like a 31-24 game for the Packers, them winning that game. They got 10 points. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I'm just making it a little weird there. I'm trying to explain it to Kenzie. Casey gave me a weird look when I explained it that way.
It's not how I would have explained it, but that's okay.
Well, didn't you understand it good that way by I said it? So really the score was like 31-24. Packers win in the betting world.
Man, that's a really weird way of going around about it.
Well, you explain it differently. See if she understands that one better.
Okay, the spread was plus 10, right?
Yes.
Okay, Kenzie, for Brian to win money, all he had to do was to have the Packers lose by less than 10 points. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, I thought he won $10 more if something happened.
I thought my explanation was really good.
Well, Kenzie, do you understand what I said?
Yeah, but she's
Yeah, a
gonna,
lot better than what Brian said.
yeah, but
you.
she's sympathetic to you.
What does that mean?
Why is she sympathetic to me?
Because
I have heard countless times that I'm too mean to both of you, so I don't think that's true.
I don't know about that. All right, so because that's the only one Kenzie got wrong, that pick, but I won money because of that spread. So thank you, Kenzie.
Heyo.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Let's see. Buccaneers at Lions was the game at 2 o'clock. What a game. And you took the Lions.
I did.
And why'd you do that? Do you remember?
Because it's like their moment. You know what I mean? Like, hello. It's kind of their year.
Like prom?
Yeah, it's like this is just
Like
this is
prom?
Yeah, it's like prom night, you know?
That's what the Lions playoff games are like?
That's
Like
what,
prom night?
that's what I got from her analysis. From her
It's like
reasoning
it's
there.
just like who's gonna touch them? You know what I mean? It's their time.
Well, I'll tell you what a game that was. That was great. And you know what? Also, to your point, it's like it was Baker Mayfield's time too on the Buccaneers. He just couldn't do it with an interception to end the game, and the Lions win. And it was also on the 3-year anniversary of Dan Campbell, the coach's press conference, when everybody thought he was a lunatic and that he was one of these old school meatheads that would never make the team work and win. Here's that audio from 3 years ago when he was hired.
So this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing, all right? That's going to be the mentality.
That's the mentality of the
This team's
team.
gonna-
How about that guy?
That just seems really specific. Did that exact thing happen? Like I don't understand.
So then we're on the ground, we're going to crawl up and bite your other kneecap off? The guy
This
was-
is like a play-by-play.
Oh, the guy's so amazing. So happy. You know, as a Bears fan with the Lions in the division, I can't be happier for the Lions because that's what I want to experience with the Bears, where some turnaround happens.
Win.
Yeah, a win would be nice.
I want to experience this. You're just
wanna
watching
win.
a team win.
Oh, my God. 30 years since they've advanced this far, a chance to go to the Super Bowl. And I know a lot of people in Detroit, so I'm happy for them. They deserve it. They earned it, and they deserve it. Some people just earn it, and they don't get there. And like Baker Mayfield coming back and doing so well, he kind of earned it, and it would have been cool to see that. But I'm so happy for the Lions, and that's a hard thing to say as a Bears fan.
No, but I'm happy for the city because we've spent the last year talking about how White Sox are bad, Cubs were a disappointment, Bulls are bad, Bears are bad. Detroit actually has it worse than us. The Red Wings are worse than the Blackhawks. The Pistons are the worst team in basketball. The Tigers are worse than the White Sox. It's nice that they have something with the Lions.
That's right. And I just think they just, from that speech, and everybody ripped on him for that speech, well, this guy's going to get fired next year. And then now look at him 3 years later, a chance to go to the Super Bowl, as they will have to play the 49ers. And then back to Kenzie's picks. Last one was Chiefs at the Bills. Bills were favored 2.5 points, plus 2.5 at home. And you picked the Chiefs, Kenzie. Why'd you do that?
Because they love attention.
They love attention.
They're
yeah.
so not ready to not be talked about all the time. You know that, like that person that makes everything about the, like you go out and you have big news. Like you could be the one that just got engaged and you could be end up talking about them.
Yep.
That is the Chiefs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, as a football team. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's just their vibes.
Well, they learned that, and they did it also to the demise of the Bills kicker, which has to be getting death threats this morning. That's how it goes on social media, sadly. Wide right, which is the history of the Bills. And also, Kenzie, you haven't done a proof of life checking on our boss, did you? At all?
No,
Oh,
I don't
boy.
really text anybody at work
Yeah.
ever
You
for
might-
any reason.
You might have wanted to check in on him, Kenzie.
He was mad at me for picking.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, it's just right. Like, what do you want me to do? Lie? He's like, how could you do that? I'm like, I'm not the one playing. You're acting like I threw the game. Like, I don't know. What do you want from me? It's just accurate.
Oh, well, it was accurate. And so Kenzie was 3-1 on the weekend with her picks, but even because of the spread on that Packers game, I bet $5 in a parlay on DraftKings, just betting on all the spreads. And because I did that, I won $69.
You welcome.
With a $5 bet.
And I want
DraftKings
to point something else out.
DraftKings is fun, man. I just want to say that. DraftKings is fun. Get on there and buy some and get in the games and do stuff.
Start voting my picks because
Yeah.
it's been going good. No, so okay, I had somebody also comment. There's a lot of really mean comments on my draft. I don't
It
understand.
doesn't sound
why-
like you get happy comments, Kenzie. Come on, you get a lot of love. Come on.
No, but people are just like really like they get so angry about like it's an opinion. It doesn't. I'm not God. I'm not like Zeus. It's not like well this is now what happens. Like just calm down.
Yeah.
And someone was like, I'm pretty sure a squirrel could have done this. And I'm like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know everything. But I don't think a squirrel could have gotten on the radio and talked and made football picks. I have never met a talking squirrel, ever.
Didn't that guy that brought in those animals that day from that weird circus have a talking squirrel?
I believe
No,
he did.
he did not have a talking Dr. Doolittle.
No, I think he did.
Remember that guy that brought in like the two-headed goat?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it can talk.
No, but I think he had a squirrel that could talk
No,
on there.
I remember the squirrel cut a commercial for us for Twisted Christmas.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and that is Bring Me the Horizon. 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in a trivia contest for an incredible ticket. The Avett Brothers at Alpine Valley Music Center. That is August 18th. August is going to be insane as we keep adding these monster shows to it. So that's Sunday, August 18th. 2 tickets to the show from our great friends at Live Nation. So call now to get in on it. 312-591-8300.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Here we go. Tickets for the Avett Brothers at Alpine Valley, and that's going to sell out eventually. I mean, you got 40,000 people up there in that just long, narrow road getting into the party. It's such an experience if you've never been to Alpine Valley. And it's Sunday, August 18th. Tickets on sale now, but furnished by our great friends at Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie, you can win. Case, I'm sorry, I forgot who we're taking here.
We're taking Patrick in Valpo.
Patrick and Valpo Ahoy. Tell us something about yourself, Patrick.
Hello. I'm a musician. I'm in a band called Stealing the Farm. We're actually playing at the Hard Rock Casino in Gary this Friday.
Hell yeah. Wait, called Stealing the Farm?
Stealing the Farm. You got it.
Yeah, I remember this now. We've talked to Patrick before. We like his
You
band.
have.
Yeah, that's right.
And we played I think we played a little snippet of the music
And it was
before.
good.
Really good stuff. Really good.
Patrick, were you snowed in this weekend?
No, man, we didn't get it too bad. Yeah, Michigan City next to us got absolutely destroyed, but we didn't get it too bad.
Patrick
Michigan
is winning
City.
on all levels.
Michigan City's gone now.
Dude, they got 32 inches.
I saw that. Back to the band for a second. How'd you come up with that name? What was it again? I forgot. Wait, Behind the Farm?
Stealing the farm.
Stealing the Farm.
Yeah, we do things behind the farm too, man.
Oh.
But no, man, it's honestly a long story that's not radio appropriate that involves a member that's not in the band anymore.
Oh,
Wow.
So someone got laid behind the farm.
You got something, man.
Oh my God! See, what theme of the day is BJ's? What is going on?
Oh, I don't know if it was that.
Oh, jeez.
Permanent one.
Wait, did it involve an animal?
Oh, no, not a
Oh,
goat.
no, I mean, no, man. It ain't that weird.
He's like, can we get to the contest?
Oh my God! He
You know, they
specifically
grow
he said
vegetables
3
on farms
times
too,
the
man.
story isn't good for radio, and Brian's like, you know what else it could be?
I'll text you later.
Please.
Patrick is sweating bullets on the phone
I
right
know,
now.
he's so stressed
nervous.
out.
Oh, man, it don't involve me. It's all good.
Now he's throwing his guitar
Somebody out
player.
there listening's laughing right now, though.
All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Heads.
It is heads. All right, Patrick, here we go.
Which is what happened with the animals trying to fart.
I get a point?
Ironically, an animal question to get started here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Patrick, what is the name given to animals that live their lives both in water and on land?
Oh, my.
3, 2.
Amphibious?
I'm going to give it to him.
Are you going to give it to him?
Yeah.
It's amphibians. He said amphibious, but that's okay. Yeah, amphibious. That's right.
Amphibians, that's right.
Amphibians.
It's an amphibious animal.
There you go, exactly.
Using the sentence.
This amphibious guy over here. Hey-o.
Like his bass player.
That's right.
Whatever they did back behind the farm.
The trout.
I'm the bass player, dog. Leave me out of this.
All right, Kenzie.
What
rapper married and divorced a woman named Kim Scott twice?
Eminem.
Eminem did that, celebrating huge the Lions game over the weekend. And
Not celebrating huge because of divorces, because of the Lions game.
Yeah, the Lions. He's so excited about him being a lifelong Detroiter. Patrick, what is the name of the famous Christmas carol sung by Mariah Carey?
All I want for Christmas is you.
That's right, Patrick. Is your band
Can you play that on your bass?
Yeah.
That's the only song we play, actually. Come see us this Friday.
Ooh, very
At the
fun.
Hard Rock Casino, right? You're
That's
playing?
right.
All right, here we go.
2 hours of Mariah Carey.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Kenzie,
What
Boston Celtics legend was born in French Lick, Indiana?
French lick?
French Lick. In fact, they used to call him the Hick from French Lick.
Oh my God, did they really?
They did.
Oh, it's the it's the Birdman, Larry.
Larry Bird. That's right.
Big
Good
bird
job.
guy.
Don't beware.
Case, how far is French Lick from where you grew up near Indianapolis?
Far.
Is it really
No,
far?
it's not anywhere near me.
Oh, okay. I can't imagine.
I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is in Indiana.
It is-
French Lick.
It's southwest of Indianapolis, right way like down there toward
Do you
Kentucky.
guys remember that gum commercial? It's like, you lint liquor. Do you remember that commercial?
Oh, vaguely.
So like
do.
all their insults weren't like actually insults.
A lint liquor.
Do you remember what gum that was for, Kenzie?
Oh, they were like clean it. It's how
Oh, Orbit.
was it Orbit?
Yeah, I
Clean
think
it up.
so,
I was
yeah.
gonna say 5, but 5 had like the really exaggerated commercials.
No,
where, like,
5,
climbing
it
them
looks
up.
like an ecstasy commercial.
I know.
You're right. 5 looked like a Matrix like
Yeah.
a movie.
It was a
It
lot.
really stupid for a gum.
It was.
It was like, who you calling a dumb bimbo? You lint liquor or whatever.
2-2 back to Patrick.
Patrick,
Yeah.
what does the J stand for in the name of rapper LL Cool J?
James.
James is right. Ladies love Cool James. Kenzie,
Yeah.
what does the abbreviation BC stand for?
Before Christ?
Oh, gosh. We're rolling right along here.
I wish it was BD, like before dinosaurs, because that whole thing confuses me.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Just
I don't understand where they come into the timeline.
Just picture Jesus riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, it all makes sense that way.
Are people offended by the BC thing? Because not everyone believes in that.
There's a big, you certainly would if you take a hard stance on one side or the other, you're going to get more hate like your football picks.
Those are the two most sensitive subjects, religion and football picks.
And I really hope the double features we're listing right now will make a graphic design of Jesus riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's just very confusing as a whole.
Okay.
All right, 3-3 back to Patrick.
Patrick, what kind of cans did Andy Warhol famously paint?
Campbell's soup.
Campbell soup is right. Patrick's got 4. Kenzie, name 2 countries that begin with the letter F, as in Frank.
2 countries that
Yes.
begin with the letter F.
Yes.
France,
Yep.
and I think this one may be a city, which sucks, but I can't think of anything else. Is it Frankfurt, Germany? It's bothering me.
Frankfurt.
Oh, because you said Frank. I can't get it out of my head.
Frankfurt is indeed a city.
Oh, I knew it.
So, Patrick, you can win with this one. 2 countries with the letter F.
You can't use France.
He can use France.
No, you can't.
He can use France. Yes, he can.
Man,
France.
I can't.
3, 2.
Finland.
Oh, he got it.
I was hoping you'd say Philippines because it's a PH.
Thanks, man. Give me some credit.
So, yeah. Come on, he's a bass player. All right, here we go. So you got France, Finland, and Fiji is the third country with an F.
Oh, Fiji. That would have been fun.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Well, congratulations, bud. You are going to see the Ava Brothers on Saturday, August 18th at Alpine Valley from our friends at Live Nation.
That is fantastic.
And again, give a plug to your band this weekend and where you're playing.
Yeah, man, we're still on the farm. We'll be at the Hard Rock Casino in Gary, Indiana. We start at 9 o'clock.
Hell yeah. Go there and check them out. Congratulations,
Yeah,
buddy.
come see us.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
Now, if you didn't win anything there, remember, we gave out a code at 7 o'clock for a chance to go see Fall Out Boy in Los Angeles. We'll give you that code again right after Glass Animals. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And at 7 a.m., we gave out a code for GTFO, getting the hell out of here and going to see one of our great bands at Q101. And this one happens to be a great Chicago band, our great friends in Fall Out Boy in Los Angeles. All you have to do is text DANCE. If you haven't done so already, text the word dance once. Not like the song Dance Dance. DANCE.
Oh, great. Now here comes a million dance dances just because you made the reference.
Okay, just text dance, singular, one dance, to 312-591-8300 for your chance to qualify. That grand prize, a trip for two to Fall Out Boy in L.A.
Woo!
Plus a $100 Visa gift card for the show from our great friends at Bettenhausen Automotive. Helped us make this all happen. So we've got so many more of these, every chance. And if you've already qualified, let's say last week for Blink, don't worry about it. Still text in because you haven't won the Blink thing yet. You haven't won yet. So just text in no matter what. It'll get worked out however it happens. And we'll announce that winner. By the way, we're going to call the winner of the Blink to Miami in the 9 o'clock hour today. So if you qualified for that, just be listening for it. To go to see Blink in Miami. Then it's going to be Fall Out Boy in L.A. Who knows what's next?
These are great locations.
God, so good with the best
I'm happy
bands.
we got it together. We weren't like Fall Out Boy in Iowa and South Dakota. I'm happy we figured this out, you know?
Yeah, it's good. And as Kenzie said, Fall Out Boy at Wrigley Field, that was your favorite concert of all time.
Oh my God. It was the most blown away I ever was by a concert. Again, I've said this before, but I do not do drugs, but that concert made you feel like, I would imagine that's how it feels because it was just the fire that was coming out of Pete Wentz's guitar, the huge pit bull dog head dropped down in the middle of the show. There was fire coming out of the bleachers.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that coming at all. Also, I get very chilly, and this is an outdoor venue. All the fire, it was the warmest I'd ever been at a concert, which was great, which was awesome for me. I was so excited.
That's amazing.
And I was just, those songs, you hear a Fall Out Boy song, and obviously it's great. We play it, it's great. I didn't realize how much they catered their music to truly playing in a stadium. They've created anthems, and they sound different. I ended up liking their music, which I was there, so obviously I like their music. I was already there. But I ended up liking the songs more. And that doesn't always happen. You see people live, and it's cool to see them live, but let's be honest, a perfect studio recorded version, a lot of times it can sound better, right? Because it's perfect, you know? Some people can't sing as well live or whatever. They have a strained voice can happen, things like that. They literally sounded better live.
It's crazy.
Which I thought was so cool. I have seen so many artists across so many genres, and it's one of the only times I've ever walked away going, I'm 10,000 times more impressed by them in person even than I am from their album.
That's a great sell. And that's accurate, too, because when they played the Metro for our show where we gave away all the tickets for it, it still sounded like Wrigley Field. It sounded very anthem-like in just a 1,000-seat venue at the Metro. That's so accurate to what you said about them. It was also the loudest show in Wrigley Field history.
It was so loud.
I mean, the neighbors were having their windows rattle off and fall out, the people that live right there. And I live a mile away, and my windows were rattling. It was insane. So, yeah, that's it. Fall Out Boy in Los Angeles. Your chance if you just text DANCE to 312-591-8300 right now. And with Brian and Kenzie coming up here at 7:50, we'll talk about Chicago's landmark that was vandalized over the weekend that will just make you disgusted, but it also shows the good of Chicagoans and what they did to resolve the situation when they found out who did what and what they did. That's coming up at 7:50.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, before we get to the Chicago landmark that was vandalized over the weekend, I want to mention in about 15 minutes or so, right after 8, we'll do a weigh-in for me and Case's.
Good Lord.
I know. The battle to lose the most weight, to see who can lose the most weight in
This
January.
has been the most unclimactic battle ever. All you guys have done is gain weight.
It was gain weight, and I'm a little nervous because I did end up going and got a great chicken parm sandwich from Nona's in the West Loop and Voodoo Donuts on Friday. But I was pretty.
And we had donuts at the studio from Duncan.
Yeah, well, I got my taste going. Like like listeners were saying, you smoke crack with your football picks.
Yeah.
Like when you smoke crack, you want to do it again.
Oh, yeah, it always happens to me. I can't do it once a day. Once I start. But it's okay. I'm only a social crack user. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like a thing I'm addicted to.
Yeah,
I can stop anytime I want.
I don't get drunk off crack. I just gotta get buzzed.
I don't do it at home when I'm alone. I'm not an animal.
Getting buzzed off of crack is a very funny thought. There's a little high just before I go in.
Take the edge off. When I get nervous, it's like how the little jitters.
Oh, man. So the weigh-in is coming up. We'll see what. Case, how do you feel about the weigh-in?
I'm not like you. I'm trying really hard. And I ate the best, healthiest week of my life this past week. And I feel like, that low standards, you got to remember, different bar, different hurdle. I didn't say I ate great, just the best I ever have.
Okay. No,
and I'm probably going to be up 5 pounds like a freaking Oompa Loompa, and I'm pissed off about it already.
Oh, jeez.
I'm trying so hard.
Honestly, Case, though, I'm looking at you, and I think you look slimmer.
Thank you.
I actually do. Brian, you look the same. But Case, I do I think your face and stuff looks smaller.
He got a haircut.
That's so mean.
First off, neither of you have long hair. It's not like he had an afro and then got it cut. Like, what do you, even if he got an inch off?
He got lined up. I think that made a difference. If that causes the difference in the poundage, if it's by ounces, it's his haircut. Trust me.
If it's by ounces, it's his haircut.
If we're off on the weigh-in.
Got it.
So that weigh-in coming up here just after 8 o'clock with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. But terrible news in Chicago as our biggest landmark got vandalized. What are you thinking about? The Sears Tower, the Bean? No. No, not the Bean or not the Sears Tower.
Wrigley Field?
Oh, Wrigley Field? Nope.
Okay.
No. It's the Rat Hole. The Chicago Rat Hole that became very,
It's
very
a popular strip club.
Can you imagine if they built a strip club right next to it? Now it's in
It would be, I mean, you'd have to go.
Oh,
you gotta see it.
1,000%. Now it's in a neighborhood where there wouldn't be a strip club over there in Roscoe Village area, but maybe they could have one there, an upscale one. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you mean?
An upscale strip
They're kind of just everywhere. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
So we broke this story here at Q101.com and Q101's Facebook about the local comedian who put it up there. It went viral. A great guy named Winslow Dumaine put it up on his social, and it went viral. This thing's been there for so many years. It's a rat hole impression in the concrete in the street. And now all of a sudden people are going there, and there was they proposed to their girl at the rat hole last week. And it's incredible.
That would suck.
No, Kitty, they were so happy. There was an engagement and a full-blown wedding at the Rat Hole over the weekend.
No.
Yes.
People got nuptialed at the Rat Hole.
That sounds weird. Got nuptialed. And now
I get it in the moment. Like, I get it. But, like, is this something that can stand the test of time as a good decision?
Well, remember when we had that wedding at the Rat Hole and I thought we'd be together forever?
Right? And then, like, think about if they don't work out. This guy's going to think his next wife is so bougie just because she wants a banquet hall. It's not even fair.
I just want to go to Tom's Banquet Hall in Schaumburg for the wedding. No, we're going to the Rat Hole.
Like, geez, my last wife was fine with a rat hole, but sure, we'll get seats.
Yeah, there's even scientists around the country and the world that have examined the hole to say it can't be a rat. It had to be a squirrel because the size of the rat hole, the impression in the concrete on Roscoe. It's on West Roscoe Street. I don't know if I should give out the whole address because more people will go over there and check it out.
it's pretty
a street
accessible.
corner. Yeah,
so,
it's a street corner.
Yeah, it's 1900 West Roscoe.
It's not like inside somebody's house and then people are breaking in to look at it.
I didn't realize how close it is to us, Case, on the north side there. It's
Yeah.
like right around the corner from where I live. I got to go check it out today, maybe. I haven't seen it yet in person.
And where do you live, Brian? What's your address?
I'm in 1900 West Roscoe. No, I'm not there. Anyway, so then tragedy struck as maybe somebody's upset about all the people coming in the neighborhood to look at it, and somebody filled it in with white plaster. They filled in this hole that's been there forever, this rat hole, and they filled it in. But it couldn't have been a neighbor, because this is what's so great about Chicago. The neighbors saw it. You think they'd be happy about it. No one's coming to the neighborhood anymore to bug us when I'm just trying to just live in my pretty good house over there in Roscoe Village. Nope. The neighbors got together and they dug it out again. So the rat hole exists still. It was some kind of white plaster that someone put in there.
Every neighbor, or is there like a Teresa who's like, damn it? she filled it in.
I think Teresa's still saying, damn it.
Listen, there's people who have murdered people and been part of the search party. I don't believe it for a second. That was a neighbor who thought it was ugly.
Is that Kenzie's Crimes tomorrow? Somebody that
I don't know. I haven't prepped yet. So I'll see what I can do.
Can your crime tomorrow be the person who filled the rat hole? Can we get to the bottom of that?
Oh, yes.
I'll make some calls.
Dude, I know you're pregnant 3 weeks to deliver. 2 weeks till you deliver your baby, but do a little research today. Get on the streets.
Or earlier. That could pop off at any time. I'm not really in control of the situation.
Yeah. So that's what happened out there, but the neighborhood got together and dug it out, and the rat hole still exists. People putting flowers, prayer candles, small toys, cigarettes, even Q101 stickers have been filmed outside the rat hole. We appreciate that. So it still exists. Everything's okay. But the person that did that, I don't know. The penalty that goes to someone that does something like that in Chicago, I'm just afraid for
I don't know. Was it the government? Were they actually finally filling up a pothole?
That's where they started.
It took a day.
And then it's hard because you can't even yell at them because we've been bitching about it for so long. It's like, okay, well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh, man. Well, the rat hole exists still. I think I'm going to stop by today and take a selfie with the rat hole.
Well,
Is that
pay
too?
your respects at the very least.
Yeah.
Say a prayer.
Say a little prayer.
You know how in churches you have the candle that you light, at the back of the church, and then you hope that it stays lit for a very long time. Light a candle by the rat hole and say a prayer for those who you've lost.
That was a great description of what you do at church
I
with
don't
the
even know
candles.
what you're talking about, and I go to church. What do you mean?
You go, when you walk, explain it, Case.
At Catholic churches.
Oh, there you go.
I know, we're playing a whole different set of rules.
Okay.
And I'll add in because I'm
more.
Orthodox. It's also at Orthodox churches.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good to know because I don't know what you guys have going on.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's pretty much the same.
But
It sounds like a dentist. I never got the Orthodox thing.
what sounds like a dentist?
It does. Like the word Orthodox sounds dentistry.
Because it sounds like orthodontics? Is that what you're saying?
So I don't get it.
Good Lord.
The belief of good teeth.
I really wish I could see into your head.
That's all I hear. I hear
It's just a
dentistry.
monkey clapping cymbals together.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.